Good morning, girls. Yesterday we saw the um, basics of data mining and KDD knowledge discovery data. I think that was very useful to you. I saw your comments. Thank you, girls. Anyway, today we are going to see the next topic of data mining, that is sources of data mining. So what do you mean by data mining? Already I told you, that is we have to extract the information or mining the knowledge from large amount of data, searching a data from the various sources. So where we have to get the information, the answer of where shows the uh, sources. Okay, so next slide is what are all the sources where we have to get the information. So these are all the some topics, that is it can be classified into four categories. First one is relational databases, data warehouses, transactional database, and fourth one is advanced database systems and advanced database application. Under this it can be classified into seven categories. Okay, so what are the main sources of data mining means, that is where we have to get the information. Where means that is what is the source, எங்கெல்லாம் இருந்து இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் நம்ம எடுக்கிறோம் அப்படின்றது தான் சோர்ஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி சொல்கிறாங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ இட் கேன் பி கிளாசிஃபைட் இன்டு ஃபோர் கேட்டகரிஸ். வி ஆர் கோயிங் டு சி ஒன் பை ஒன். ஸோ ஃபஸ்ட் சோர்ஸ் ஆஃப் டேட்டா மைனிங் இஸ் relational database. Already you had studied in second year BSc Computer Science RDBMS, so you have to recall the terms what all you had studied in databases. Okay, so relational database is nothing but it is a entity. It is a collection of tables. Table is a entity. So collection of tables. Each table consists of a set of attributes. Attributes is nothing but it is a columns or fields, and it can be stored a large set of tuples. So table consists of column and fields. It is used to having the large set of tuples. Okay, and the semantic data model is called an ER. Already you know that ER means, what is the expansion of ER? Entity relationship data model. Okay, the next is relational data can be accessed by the data queries. How we can interact with the relational data, how the user can interact with the relational data means, that is by using the queries. A query is a retrieval of data. Query is transformed into the set of relational operations, such as what are all the relational operations: join, selection, projection, rename, other operations like set intersection. So these are all the some efficient operation which can be interact with the relational database. Otherwise we can say that table. Okay, so this is called as a relational databases. And next source of data mining is data warehouse. So data warehouse is a repository information collected from multiple sources, stored under a unified schema and reside at a single site. That is, it is used to store the large amount of data. Okay, so data warehouse is constructed via a process of data cleaning, data transforming, data integration, data loading, and periodic data refreshing. These are all the steps coming under the knowledge discovery data. Already I told you data mining is a nothing but where we have to, in architecture we saw we have to extract the information from data warehouse or data base. Okay, so how we can process from getting these information means, that is by using the techniques data cleaning, data transforming, data integration, data loading, and periodic data refreshing. And also data warehouse is also modeled by a multi-dimensional database structure. So each dimension corresponds to an attribute or a set of attributes in the schema. Okay, so each cell stores the values aggregate measure, such as count of sales amount. This is the example of aggregate. Already I told you Aggregation operations are sum, min, max, count. These are all the sum of the aggregation operations. So how we can calculate or evaluate the multidimensional database structure by using the aggregate measure. Okay, so the actual physical structure of the data warehouse may be a relational data store or multidimensional data cube. So it provides a multi-dimensional view of data. Multi-dimensional means more than one dimension. Okay, two-dimensional means 1 and 2. Three-dimensional means 3, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, if it is a multi-dimensional means 1, 2 up to n. That is a multi-dimensional view of data and allows a pre-computation and fast accessing of summarized data. So it is what is the use of this means, that is it is used to extract the information very fastly. Okay, and next third, so before that we must know what is the difference between the data warehouse and the data mart. I already told you data warehouse, which is a repository of information. We can collect the information from the multiple sources, various sources. We have to studied in later section about the data warehouse. Okay, detailed explanation about the data warehouse. Okay, so what is the difference between the data warehouse and the data mart means, that is data warehouse collects the information about the subjects that span an entire organization, and data mart means it focuses the selected objects that span the department. For example, college is a data warehouse means each and every department is a data mart. Okay, this is the main difference between the data warehouse and data mart. Understand? And next is architecture of data warehouse. So this is the data warehouse, and these are all the multiple sources. That is data warehouse. What is the meaning of this architecture means, we have to extract the information from the various sources, various data sources. That is Chicago, New York, Toronto, Vancouver. These are all the some cities in USA. So we have to get the information from these cities, and it is stored in the data warehouse, and the client access this information by using the query analysis tool. So this is the architecture of the data warehouse. Understand? Next is, a data warehouse is a repository for long-term storage of data from multiple sources, organized as to facilitate management decision making. Data warehouse systems provide a data analysis capabilities, collectively referred to as a OLAP. That is, this multidimensional data warehouse that can be, it is data warehouse can be represented by the multidimensional view. Okay, this can be analyzed by using the online analytical processing. It is abbreviated as OLAP. And it is also well suited for the operations, make use of the background knowledge regarding the domain of the data, and to allow the presentation of data at different levels of abstraction. Next is the new database applications. Fourth one is the new database applications. So what are all the new applications? Means we have to get the new application, database applications, spatial data, such as maps. Best example of spatial data means maps, satellite maps, இதெல்லாம் example. அதே மாதிரி second one is engineering design data, such as design of buildings, system components or integrated circuits. These are all the example. And hypertext and multimedia data. That multimedia means that is includes the text, image, video, audio, link. These are all the hypertext and multimedia data. And the fourth one is time related data, such as historical or stock exchange data. And the World Wide Web means that is a huge, it is widely distributed information repository by the internet. So these are all the four important categories coming under the sources of main sources of databases. Okay, and third one is transactional databases. It consists of a file where each record representing the transaction. The transaction is nothing but it includes a unique transactional identification by using the example as trans ID. And next is advanced database system and advanced database applications. Already we saw some new database applications, and this is the fourth one is advanced database system and advanced database applications. So what are all these means? The first one is object oriented databases, object relational databases, spatial databases, temporal databases, and time series databases, text databases, and multimedia databases. And sixth one is heterogeneous databases and legacy databases. And seventh one is World Wide Web. So these are all the some advanced database system. Next we are going to see one by one, one by one. Okay. Next is object oriented databases. Object oriented databases are based on the object oriented programming paradigm. Okay. So each entity is considered as an object. So each object has associated with the set of variables, set of messages, set of methods. These are the content of the object. So what are all the three content of object? Variables, message, and methods. Okay. Each object is an instance of its classes. So these are all called the object oriented databases. Next slide is object relational databases. Object relational databases are constructed based on object relational data model. Okay, this model used to handle the complex objects and object orientation. This kind of database is called as a object relational databases. Next is spatial databases. The spatial databases contain the spatial related information. It includes the geographic data maps, databases, VLSI chip design databases, medical and satellite image databases. And also it may be represented in raster format only. It consisting of n-dimensional bitmaps or pixel maps. And fourth databases is temporal databases and time series databases. It is used to store the time related data. Time series database stores the sequence of values that change with the every time. Okay, so time may be decomposed into fiscal years. Okay, one is academic year, another one is a calendar year. Okay, the year can also be divided into two categories. One is quarter or months. And next is text databases and multimedia databases. What is text databases? It is the databases that contain the word descriptions for the object. That is called as the text databases. What is multimedia databases? Which is used to store the images, audio and video data, stilled pictures and text. These are all the multimedia databases. And next is heterogeneous databases and legacy databases. A legacy database is a group of heterogeneous databases that combines the different kind of data systems such as relational or object-oriented databases, hierarchical databases, etc. The heterogeneous database in a legacy database may be connected by the intra or intercomputer networks. And the final one is the World Wide Web. It is associated with the distributed information services such as America Online, Yahoo, Alta Vista and Prodigy. It provides a rich worldwide online information services. Thank you, guys.